Hi, Cancer. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a no contact, no communication, low communication reading for the next 48 hours for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. We're going to do a quick read today, see what Spirit has, see what your person's thinking and feeling next 48 hours, anything to think about, anticipate what your person might be thinking and doing. Let's just see, Spirit, I'm here with anybody who found this message. If you could please share with me now, I am listening. Here we go. I think I love you. Okay, somebody still loves you out there. Somebody does love you. I'm trying to figure you out. They're conflicted. And let's get one more. And I haven't been with anyone in a long time. Okay, so part of me feels like they're pulling back because they're scared. Part of me feels like they, instead of spending more quality time with you, they think that if I pull back for some reason or I let go for some reason, maybe the answers will come to them. Maybe they struggle with, I haven't been in a relationship for a while and I'm not handling it very well. I'm struggling with my alone time and my responsibilities and a relationship. So therefore they just say, I need to cool it. Let's see where the cards go. I have a Hierophant. I think they got scared. I have an Emperor, Aries, the Fool, and I have a Queen of Wands. So the passion is there. We got off to a really hot start. I also feel like I have a Virgo, an Aries. I do have the Aries. I'm feeling that. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Cancer. So we have some signs coming into me. The feeling of they got scared to commit. I hate to say it, but I think that's what happened. I think they just panicked, when we started to think about or started to talk about what do you want? What is your long-term goals? What are you thinking about in the future? I think they just panicked. And instead of talking it through and realizing that this is a beautiful connection, I feel like they said, well, I'm not ready to settle down, or I'm not ready for a commitment yet, or if that's what you have to have in your life, that's not what I'm looking for right now, which isn't necessarily the truth. It's just that it was like they're out. And I guess they wanted to see, let me see if the grass is greener on the other side. I'm going to see who else is out there. I'm not going to commit to any one person, but I just feel like they didn't handle it well, whether this was a walking away without really an explanation. Like we didn't really have closure. We didn't really have some kind of idea of what was happening. Justice, Seven of Wands, and Eight of Swords. So I think they just started to defend themselves somehow. This Justice card's jumping out at me. Like as soon as thoughts about one of you thinking about, I would like to be married someday, or I want a formal commitment, I need to know if we're headed in that direction. We have a Libra also. I think they panicked. And I'm going to see what their feelings are now, because bottom of the deck, I do have a Gemini. I have my Lovers card. Maybe they're having second thoughts. This feeling of we were really good together, and why am I pushing this away? Why did I push this away? I pushed it away because I'm not ready for what the other person wants. Can't we find a compromise? Can't we find a middle ground? Or can't we at least talk about, why we were afraid to commit? So instead of just saying, I need space, I need time to think, I'm used to being alone. Whatever they did to pull away. Spirit, what are their feelings? Let's see. Your strength inspires me. All right. So you might be stronger than they are. I'm filled with fear and doubt and regret. Look at, he's holding a ring in his finger, filled with fear. Regrets that he pushed you away somehow. Maybe we just had an argument over this particular topic and he freaked out and said, I can't do this right now. Stress. I'm under so much pressure. Maybe he felt like he was being pressured. If he was given an ultimatum or if he was given some kind of a timeline, he said, I'm not going to have anybody tell me what I want or don't want. So maybe it just caused tremendous stress for him. I swear I didn't do it in innocence. I don't know. I don't think he did anything wrong other than fear. I'm not feeling third party. I'm not feeling anything like that. Do you trust me? Can I trust them again? I have remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. So there's some remorse. And now I feel stuck. The stuck is coming into me as this feeling of I'm not being honest with myself, that I love being with you, that they had said right from the beginning, I still love you. And it's this feeling of they can't move on with their life without you. All right. So right now they're struggling with, can I give her or him what they need? And if they can't, they may feel like, I just can't do it. But if they think that they can and there's a compromise, then I feel like this person is going to come back around. They're still in love with you. So I feel like they just freaked out. And now they're going to want to, talk. Here's the juggling, like the pros and cons, making a choice, and even a financial choice. I have a death, the King of Swords, and I have a Magician. A little bit of course, putting a lot of thought and energy into this. They're not happy that this is where it is right now. Okay. Maybe we had to go through what we just went through. Maybe we had to end something. We had to put it on hold. We had to say, we're not talking about this. And when I figured out what I want, I'll let you know. But right now, I just feel like they're tapping into a part of themselves of, could we make this work, is how it's coming into me. So there's hope. There's this sense of, could I make this work? Could I give someone what they want without feeling like I'm giving up what I want? So there's definitely some kind of compromise. Now, the bottom of the deck, I have a 5 of Pentacles. And so it could be tremendous fear over money. It could be that they just don't want to feel financially obligated. Look at all the fear coming in. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. They just don't want to feel financially obligated to someone, or they weren't ready to start talking about those things. And maybe the only way that, instead of them saying, I'm just not ready, and being honest, they freaked out and said, you're putting pressure on me. You're making me feel trapped. You're making me feel like I'm supposed to be doing something I don't want to be doing. So I think your person has spent some time thinking about it. I will say that. I have a 4 of Cups. I don't think they enjoy being alone. And I do feel like you probably made them feel very secure. They don't want to be fighting. I know that. And here's the King of Pentacles. Like, we were better when we were together. We were more secure when we were together, for sure. Whether it was sharing a home or helping each other in some way. But I don't want to be battling with you. So they know that. Sometimes they won't come back because they feel like it's only going to start a fight. It's only going to start a fight. I have a Queen of Cups. So emotionally, they're still very much attached to you, very much attached to you. And they're trying to figure out their feelings. They're still trying to figure out their feelings. They know they love you, but it's this feeling of, I can't give you what you're asking. So we have to find a compromise. Could we find a compromise? And I want to know if I'm going to be hearing from this person, Spirit. Are they thinking about me in the next 48 hours? Definitely thinking about you. Definitely never stops thinking about you, Spirit says. Oh, let's have fun. You know, we started getting really serious. We started talking about serious things. We weren't on the same page. Maybe it took what we love about each other out of the relationship. You know, we no longer were having the good times. Now we were just talking about what each of us wanted, and we weren't on the same page. So they miss having fun with you. I feel as if you are leaving me behind. Are we growing apart? They could have done this to the connection. Maybe you're saying, well, I'm right here. It just came into me as knock on the door. You may get a knock on the door. That's how it came into me. That this person may just show up at your doorstep and just look at you and say, obviously we still love each other. We've got to come to some kind of compromise, is how it really keeps coming into me. I can't be who and what you want me to be. Whether it's a commitment or you've asked them of something of them, they either, doesn't mean that maybe it's not going to change in time, but they can't do it right now. So what they're going to ask of you is, can you just be with me? And then in time, maybe we can have some of those other things, so that's how I feel. Like they just can't give you what you're asking at this time. I grew up with bad role models. I'm not sure I know how to give and express the love that you deserve. Maybe they don't have any good examples of healthy, happy relationships, or something left such a bad taste in their mouth that they just do not want that for themselves. I'm afraid to tell you. Maybe that's why they walked away. They said, I can't tell you the real reasons. I can't say I'm afraid to commit, that's going to break your heart. I'm sorry for lying to you. Maybe they made you promises and now they're not holding up to the promises. There could be something like that also. I act like I don't care, but I really do. This person's still in love with you. I have no doubt in my mind. I don't mean to be selfish. They get it. They get that you want more. I became discouraged by all the obstacles. Maybe there's so many things that we have to get through in order for us to have the things that you're asking. And it just seems overwhelming to them. It's just like too much. So they miss being with the person that makes them laugh. They miss being with the person who they have fun with. And I do feel like, well, Spirit said it to me, somebody's going to be knocking on your door, literally. Expect a knock on your door. And they're going to just, want to talk because they're not ready to walk away from this connection completely. They need to figure out, what is this middle ground that we can both be happy with? How can we live together, be a relationship, and both be happy? There's something going on. Spirit, will this person knock on our door? Will this person just show up? That's a good question for these cards. Let's see what they say. There's my compromise. They want to compromise. That's absolutely. It's up to you. It's up to you. Can you meet them halfway? Can you meet them halfway? And don't stop. Almost a sense of, don't stop loving me. Don't stop thinking about me. Don't give up on us yet. Don't let me go. Something like that. So we need a compromise in this connection. Somebody panicked, somebody got scared, and right now they're saying they are having second thoughts and expect a knock on your door. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always to my Cancers for your love and support and your comments. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.